Get your fat ass back over here. You son of a bitch.
You heard her?
What'd you say?
She said double neck. Get up.
I'm recording it now.
I got some antibiotics for your bottle.
Oh, thank God I got the hemorrhoids from my tubular.
You should get
Okay, so does this spadoodle go with the tubular?
No! You dumb fuck! Tubular's the exhaust!
Oh,
This fucking guy!
how dare I?
What the? That's no Gibson.
So when's the dundler come in? Or the dundle or
The
whatever?
Dundler. Okay, people at home. I work for Tractor Supply. Yeah, I don't care.
Not currently.
I said Tractor Supply, and I have to crack a cold one. I play game.
Yeah, we'll just do this twice.
crack my natty daddy.
You're gonna hear what I I can hear you too, very clear. Oh, the Diddy Lube.
What a great fucking start.
Hey, cheers, you motherfucker!
My bad.
Ooh, kind of like this. See, it has like a honey taste to it. I don't know. I just could be me.
This is a lot of honey. What the fuck? I'm not against it.
By the way, good morning, you fuck.
Good morning, bitches.
Drinking a natty daddy with Daddy Junior.
I've never had a natty daddy before, but I'm feeling a certain way about it. Just,
Yeah, I want the microphone picking up this. I'm just gonna play the porn up. The sound.
Put Brad's
Flex. It's just about. Jesus Christ.
We're on the bang bus.
So casting couch. It's just Joe in the middle, sitting all alcohol on the side behind you. I have an idea.
There is no job.
Oh my God. There is no raise. Just something to be raising in you.
God damn it.
Case is finished shorter, Joey.
Fuck.
God. I'm working on it.
Okay. So anyways, back to Tractor Supply. So I told the story in the car. We went out for lunch, and so when I worked for Tractor Supply, I dealt with a lot of hillbillies and rednecks, and I dealt with their slang of language and stuff, and their language.
We live in fucking Buffalo, New York, by the way.
Our area code is our social security number starts with no, but no, but guy calls, goes, I'm looking for a doodler. Or the Dundler. Sorry. Look, so it doesn't really make it better.
Yeah, you fuck. If you're gonna tell the story, remember your shit.
I'm looking for a Dundler.
A dundler.
And I'm like,
Dumbest
what's
shit
a
I've ever
Dundler?
heard.
Boy, I'd say, boy, let me tell you something. Right now. If I got coming out the store, I'll slap the shit out of you. I'm looking for a Dundler.
I don't like it.
Okay. Pineapple, we don't like it. I like it. It's pretty good.
The gusher thing? Give me the can.
Joe's double fisted.
Yeah, there we go.
And so he comes in the store. And I'm talking to my assistant supervisor. I think he was assistant supervisor or manager. I don't fucking know. His name was Rick, and he was like, Nick, what is it? And I go, we got the guy coming in. He's looking for a Dundler. He was, you mind you sitting in a chair drinking coffee and goes,
Apparently,
what?
he's a mechanic. How do you not know what a dundler is?
trash. He was like, what do you mean what do you mean a Dundler? What is a Dundler? And he's like going in his head, you know, you go in your memory bank, and you're like, Dundler, have I heard this before? No, what the fuck is it? And then he's just like, yeah, no. And so the guy finally came in, right? And he's a skinny walnut of a man. A giant beard going down to like his knees. And he had, if I had to just justify his height, he was probably like 6'1", 6'2". That's a long beard.
That's a ZZ Top beard.
That'll take Joe 40 years to grow. So
I'm itchy.
I mean, you were at a meadery earlier, so.
I was.
So he comes in, he goes, where's that some bitch? And he had, and on his beard too was like all the dip, the tobacco dip, just, what the hell is it? boy, I'm looking for this. It's a Dumbler. You know what it was? It was the crank for a jack.
Not even the jack. The crank.
And for reference, I did look up just to see, because you know we don't really look into stuff like that. You just usually look for a jack. I want a jack.
Why the fuck would you?
You want to know what it's called? It's called a crank. Not a Dundler, not a Doodler, not a Spadoodle.
You told me Spadoodle something else.
Spadoodle, it was a muffler system, like an exhaust or some shit like that.
I've never
Tractor.
that.
But it wasn't even called that in the book. It was called exhaust. I'm not mad. You're mad. Anyways,
Tell me you're mad without telling me you're mad.
by the way, good morning, everyone.
He's
Welcome.
Yes.
Happy Monday morning respawn, bitches.
What's up? I can't right now.
So Joe, you want to tell them about the Taco Bell thing?
Taco Bell. Oh yeah. So 2 days ago, we're texting back and forth in the group chat.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, and I got Taco Bell. I got news while I was getting Taco Bell that I did not need to hear with the food in my hand. I left the drive-thru. I get home. I'm excited to eat my cheesy gordita crunch, my fucking
He said the whole title.
my crunch wrap supreme, and I got the nuggets. And the nuggets are fucking fire, by the way. They're amazing.
Are they really though? Like,
Yeah, they are. They
oh.
taste like real chicken. If you rip them apart, it has the like texture of bird. It was great.
It was walking away. There was worms coming out of it.
And you know how your phone just kind of knows where you're at and what you're doing? It listens to you.
arrows again.
My phone. I'm going through Facebook. This is where I get my news. Facebook. I'm going through Facebook and it says Arizona woman dies 1 hour ago in a Taco Bell bathroom. I'm like, oh great. I know we're not Arizona, but I don't need to hear this with fucking Taco Bell in my hand. I'm about to have nuggets from Taco Bell for the first time. How come every time there's a first time story with me at Taco Bell, the story always goes to shit? I still want my trophy, you motherfuckers.
That was genuine.
Yes, it was. I was the first one to shit in the new restaurant in Amherst.
All right.
The first one.
Any subscribers out there are from Amherst?
I didn't have to lay down no paper. I didn't have to. That little doily thing, the seat cover, didn't have to use it. First one. Numero uno.
My ass is the first one. My ass is the reason they're in business.
The pimples on my ass were the first things to pop in that toilet.
And they cream for that, my guy.
What if the voice shat in it first?
It probably did. No, you said there wasn't there like still like wrap on it and shit. Didn't you tell us?
There was plastic on the bottom. They just installed it. It was a brand new restaurant.
He's sitting there.
It was all trees
Joe.
beforehand.
Joe, were you sitting in your car going soon?
Yes, I
I'm gonna
planned
come
on
in there.
this.
I'm gonna here on this calendar.
I deserve a trophy.
Day 3, still not
Even if you
installed.
just give me an aluminum foil shaped taco, I'll be happy with that. Reward me.
Yo, how about I get you a fake trophy that goes world's first shitter.
It's gotta be from Taco Bell.
I'll have one of them sign it. He's your manager, and can you just sign this?
Have
Just
the
shut my
manager-
friend up. He wants it. He took a shit. He was one of the first people that. I mean, like, he was the first guy that took a shit in your restaurant. And he'd be like, "What? Yeah, it's yeah."
I have no clue
You know,
who I
the,
am.
you know the person that died? Yeah, he was the first one to take a shit. That was dark. I'm sorry.
You're gonna flush his shit.
To be like, that was the one that looked like a gopher. It winked at me. It was asking for my 401k.
Have you guys ever
number.
seen Caddyshack? That little
Oh, no.
groundhog?
Just doing the jig? Oh my god.
That's what it looked like.
Oh, good times. Very good times. Anyways, on to the title.
Not to the actual.
That's the fastest we've ever gone to a subject.
I mean, I could tell a story.
Go tell the story.
Which one should we do? A Chuck E. Cheese one, or a game store one?
Big door.
Yeah, we'll do a game store one.
Game store
Let's-
one.
let's
Okay.
go.
What rating should we go for this story? Because I there's a lot I have. Because I work for 4 different game stores.
Well, we already did the Barbie one.
And we did the horse one.
Then we did the horse one.
I mean, there was the guy in there that was jacking off. Okay, we'll tell that story.
Yeah, there we go.
This was when I worked for another game.
Fucking men.
This was man and female, by the way.
Oh,
Both together. And they weren't even together. There was 2 separate people
start from
that
the beginning.
were okay. So I worked for this game store for a little bit. My buddy's dad was a co-owner of it. I think it was just called the Game Shop. I think that's all it was called. He wasn't going for a baller name. He just wanted to start selling stuff. He passed away. Nothing was written in the will, and the store closed, and they got rid of everything, sadly. But great store. I'd probably still be working there to this very day because I had fun.
Had this not have happened.
So we're sitting there. It was a quiet, cold, brisk day. It was fall. I remember it was October. It was October 1st. I remember this. It was October 1st.
It's spooky season.
Oh, it got spooky. Guy came in, did not make eye contact. Number one, we both did security. That's kind of I'm not saying it's total sketch, but when you say good morning and they just...
Who the fuck said good morning to me?
You know how he is with police simulator? Yeah. Who's saying hi? I want people saying hi. Fuck off. And so he just goes right to where all the PlayStation 2 games are. And I was like, oh, okay. He wants to buy some PS2 games because we had a giant selection of them. We had sealed, unsealed, and an open disc without a case.
Check the sealed ones.
Yeah, that's kind of how you had it. And it was right in sight. You couldn't steal it. You know, you couldn't just walk out the door with it. He goes over, and all I hear is, and I was just like, is that him talking? And all you hear is zip.
Oh.
And I was like, what is it? To my boss at the time was like, he's gonna fucking steal from my store. And I just so happened to take one of the he used to do the collector figurines. And there's tons of stories of those too, but I would save that for another video. So I started adjusting them and angling them up on the side of the cash register, so, you know, presentable and new ones to come in you can buy, you know, showboating.
Yeah.
So I look down there, his hand's in there, and he's cranking. He is making sure he hits even numbers on the fuel gauge. So he was butternutting himself, butternut sausage. He was going, and
where'd he come from? What's he doing?
I've never seen a person jerk off and turtle at the same time. He was turtling, and I was like, and I actually did. Excuse me, sir. And he goes, what? I'm not doing anything. I'm not stealing anything, bro. And I'm like,
all you said was.
I was like, I'm gonna ask is, why are you jacking off to Playboy Mansion?
You answered your own question.
Listen, man, listen, at that point in time, just walk out of the store. Don't engage. Don't say a single word. Just fucking leave. Go. Had a turtle at me. Zipper still down. Schlong hanging there.
Oh.
There it is.
And he's like, listen, man, I'm just really, like, horny. And I go, Pharaoh's is down the road.
They deal with pathetic fuckers like you.
Fuck. Okay, as long as you got 20 bucks, my guy, guaranteed. No, but I'm not disrespecting anyone, by the way.
20 bucks for 4 minutes. Yeah.
You know the number. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know I don't know you.
I may or may not have been there.
We know you have.
You can't prove nothing.
You said stories.
It's all cash.
The fact you're defending it all, that's all I need to know. So what he ends up doing is he just like, listen, just really horny, man. Just listen. I'm sorry, okay? Can I just take the disc and go? Or like, pay for it. And the one guy's like, please put your pecker away. And then sure enough, this customer actually bought the game and left.
Good.
I did not. He was trying to pay with cash. I was like, you got card. I'm not touching your physical hands right now. He goes, okay, man. Cash. He went out the door. A girl came in. She went right to where he was, and I was like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, what is going on with the PS2 games today? He's like, I don't know.
Bean flick in the
So-
Playboy Mansion.
So then he, so my boss goes, this is like, mind you, this happened between like 2 to 3 hour wingspan of each other. So my boss goes on lunch. Have the whole store to myself. So, and it wasn't bad. I didn't mind it really. It was just when the deliveries happen because the FedEx, you're fucking stupid for this stupid reason. When a package says bring and hand in, doesn't mean, oh, brand new consoles? I'm gonna leave that on your front doorstep the way you gotta open the door. Anyways, I'm not mad, I'm not salty anyways. But no, so anyways, the girl comes in, she goes right to that corner, and I was like, how you doing? Does the head thing, I'm like, whatever. Just buy something, get the fuck out, I don't care. All of a sudden, all you hear is, and I'm like, and my brain wasn't even going to what I thought it was. I thought it was something with the vet because I remember we just fixed the AC. So my brain is thinking it's the heat because there was an AC issue, now there's a heating issue. And I'm like, I'm looking at the vents like, where's the sound coming from? And then it's like,
baby.
then I don't know, I hear, and I just stop and I go, no way.
Where was the controller?
She brought her own little
No, she had her
Was she in
own.
controller with
She
someone
had her
else?
own adult toy. I'm saying this for YouTube reasons so we don't get penalized again.
She brought her little rabbit.
She bought the rabbit. It was just, and the thing is, it was shaped of a strawberry. And she's just going, and she's like shaking the PS2 rack, going, oh. And the same thing. It was a Playboy Mansion, and I was like, what, bro?
She put the cream on the strawberry shortcake.
The forbidden fruit.
I said it. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Margaret likes her fruits.
Oh my god.
It's delicious.
Hand feed me. So I just said, sir, ma'am, grant me that game. So I was just like, are you gonna buy that and just leave, please? Mind you, she's still like recovering from her OG, just shaking the fuck out of the panel we had. She's like, oh, and I'm just like, oh my god,
I don't get paid.
get the hell out, please. Then she goes, I'm gonna buy this game. I'm like, okay. And her legs are shaking as she's walking to the register. I'm like, oh, and I remember right when she cashed out, well, another Playboy Mansion game, my boss, legit, he was wearing glasses too, just goes, again? I go,
Again.
yeah, we had another one.
Oh yeah.
This one was a female. He goes, we're gonna close early today. I'll pay you for a full day. We both went through hell today. Just go home, Nick. I'll close up. I'm like, you
Yes,
sure?
sir.
I'm like, you sure? I mean, I can help you. He goes, I think I need therapy after this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. Well, him and I both saw the ugliest pecker on the face of the earth. More warts on that thing than Shrek's ass. I said what I said.
It goes back to. It goes back to pimples or warts on the ass.
Forbidden swamp.
That's my swamp.
That's the most romantic thing you can whisper in someone's ear. This is my swamp.
Just rip at.
What was the most pornographic sexual thing you ever said? This is my swamp.
Was there anything good on that frickin' front of the game? Shit?
No, it's the back. And the back only has like 3 pictures of girls like posing like this. And I'm like,
And PS2 graphics.
I'm like, man, you want those pixelities. Jesus Christ. All right, so on today's topic.
So yeah, great. The transition here.
Since they jacked off to our favorite game, let's jack off to our favorite game.
And
Live on
that-
porn. No, just kidding.
That's real, man. The topic this week is what's your favorite game of all time? What's the GOAT?
You start first.
Brutal Legend. PS3, Xbox 360 era.
Possibly getting a remaster.
I don't want a remaster. I want a sequel. What happened?
But hold on. If they do remaster, you'd be able to play it on the PS5.
Fair.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know where you're coming from.
So, if you don't know, it's kind of an obscure game. Not a lot of people heard of it, but they should have, because it has all these metal gods in it. Freaking
And a great soundtrack.
probably the best soundtrack
If
to any
you're-
game ever.
If you're a rockhead or metalhead, you're gonna fucking love the soundtrack. And you can even find the soundtrack on Spotify.
Your
Continue.
character is literally Jack Black, and he's a roadie for some shitty band. The stage collapse that he worked on, he bleeds into a belt buckle that was a big skull, and that skull turned out to be a god that just took him to some metal world where every time you pluck a guitar string, it electrocutes people, sets them on fire, whatever.
Don't you get to choose your element and everything too?
Yeah, you can change it to Black Tears, which is my favorite power up. You have a car that fucking also shoots out black tears and melts people around you. You have a battle axe that just lights people on fire, has blood already pre-done on it. The upgrades on this thing is amazing. And the only problem I have with this game is that it's open world, you can't jump. That's the only complaint I have with this game. Your character don't jump.
Which is weird because Jack Black jumps all the time.
Yes.
Every video you've ever seen with him, he's doing some jumping pose. And Jack Black's gonna be in the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4.
Yep, he was in the first one too.
Yep, he's gonna be in it.
He was Officer Dick.
He's coming back in 3 and 4. But Doom Guy and Halo.
But it's an amazing game if you love the metal genre. You know Jack Black with Tenacious D also loves metal. He's got the perfect voice for a band. And you just go through the game playing music, going through every genre of metal too. Like the first part of the game is like hair metal, and then you go to goth, and then you go to freaking
And then Ozzy Osbourne's in it too.
yeah. And you get all your upgrades from fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Is it voiced by him too?
Yes,
Oh
it looks
God.
like him too. You give him fire tributes, and he goes, "Oh, thank you." You can barely understand what he's saying because he's talking, but when he's singing, you can hear him. Magic, right? So
It's the automatic translator.
you give him fire tributes, and he gives you upgrades for your car, your axe, your guitar, everything. It's by the time you're at the end of the game, all these upgrades you get is just you feel like a fucking god.
Well, that's one reason I like games like that, because when you get to a point where now the game seems easy, but it's just because you're fucking OP. But then the game starts throwing hard curveballs at you.
Oh yeah, it does get hard.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many upgrades you get. By the time you have to fight Ophelia, forget it. It's all a goth fight. And those goth girls, man, I don't know what it is about them, but I fall for them, and I died a lot.
I mean, I get it. So that's your top
That
on
is
the market.
That's the GOAT of all games. Like, if you ask me what game I could play over and over again and never get tired of it, it's that. Brutal Legend. It's hard to find. Go seek it out. It's probably on Xbox. Sony, you need to step up. Put it on there.
Was it ever on Sony? Or was it just Xbox product?
It was both, but the only way I can currently play it at my house is on PS3 hard copy. That's it. Can't get it on PS Now
I don't know why not. There's a lot of good stuff. That
because they know we want it.
There's a lot of games that want on PS Now. Like, where's Siphon Filter Omega Strain, huh?
Where is it?
That's my favorite Siphon Filter game, but I will cover that another time. My favorite game. Are you done with your?
Yes.
Okay. My favorite game is Dark Souls 1. Now, there's a huge. So, have you ever played Dark Souls 1, and if you ever played Remastered, there is difference to the game. It's a huge difficulty difference. If you really want to have, and you really want to struggle, buy a hard copy of Dark Souls 1, the original, not remastered, the original. And if you got a 360 or a PS3, what you do is have it offline without the patch updates, without everything. The game, I beat it like that. And it's hard because weapons that should be freaking godlike are shit. Complete dog water. And then weapons that are easy to get, yeah, and weapons that are easy to come by are like really powerful. It's funny because it's like when I played the remaster, I did try figuring out if I could do it offline, which I did, and there really is no difference. There's just like frame rates, pixels, some glitches, there's some wall patches. There are some wall skips you can do, But I like Dark Souls 1 for the simplicity of where you got to go. It's because if you play Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin was kind of like a reboot of the second game, but the developing is where it's like, fuck you, fuck your dreams, fuck happiness. We're gonna make every single moment in this game be murderous to you. It's a great game though. It has a cool story, but the main issue with Dark Souls 2 is that the frame rate is weird. Like, your attacks can be off, the hitbox is off, and it's all because a different developing team took over 2, and then the same developing team that made 1 came back for 3. And 3 is chef's kiss, beautiful, amazing soundtrack, but 1 takes the cake because I can play 1. I've already told you I'm on my 6th playthrough again, and all I'm doing is just playing for fun. I'm doing my own challenges. Can I beat the game with just using a dexterity weapon? Can I beat the game with just using a simple, stupid dagger you find? And it took me a long time, but I did it. But it's a lot of fun. I like Remastered. When you first play it on a fresh account without restarting or doing New Game Plus, that new account is hard, but you figure a plan out. But I mean, Dark Souls 1 is my favorite because the story, you got 2 endings in Dark Souls 1 that I know of. There could be another one, but I only know 2. One of 2. So the one is that you send the world into darkness and you become the demon. You become the demon lord. You take over the whole thing. Gods no longer exist. It's just now man in shadow taking over the world.
That's mad.
Or, and the cool thing is too, is I think I did the other ending that everyone calls the good ending, where you continue the flame. You become the new cinder. So you actually start yourself on fire and you look up to the sky and then just roll. You reignited the flame, continuing the same loop that's happening. Because the whole point is that it's a whole loop. And you either break the loop or you continue the cycle. Then you become the demon lord, everyone's just kind of like, oh, that's the bad ending because all the gods die, and then you're kind of like the only lord that's in charge of everything. And if somebody wanted to stop that, they have to kill your character. And the game ends with your guy sitting on the throne just doing this. I'm like, fucking baller, because it's so cool. And everyone's like, that's like the worst ending. I'm like, whatever. Dark Souls 2, I really don't know the endings in there. I beat the game once on the 360 when it was just regular Dark Souls 2. Because Dark Souls 2, the original, easy as fuck. Easy. I beat the game. I barely struggled. Scholar of the First Sin, I'm struggling as fuck on that. Because it's hard. 3, I can play 3 over and over again. 3 had my favorite boss fight in it. The Abyss, I forgot his name.
The shit abyss.
It's about the shit abyss, Papa. No, but
No more shit abyss until we put him in college.
I think they're called the Abyss Walkers or something like that. I forgot their name. I feel so ashamed. But it's my favorite fight and it's my favorite soundtrack. It's a loud gong of a bell, and then the longer the fight goes, each soldier just starts standing back up that were once dead, and now they join and fight you. And then,
Great.
and if you're not paying attention, which happened to me in my first playthrough, I didn't know which one was the real one. So I'm like wailing on the one. I'm like, the health bar's not going down. Because there's the main health bar, and then there's a sub little bar above their head. And I'm like, fuck. No, but Dark Souls 1, I know I went on a little tangent, but Dark Souls 1, it takes the cake for me. I love it. It's one of those games, I can go back, I can play it, I can keep doing the whole thing over and over again. I love it.
I mean,
I know to each their own, but
it's always to each. It's literally a whole video of our opinion on what the greatest game of all time is.
we can take this a step further. What's your second favorite game?
My second favorite.
Oh yeah, we're doing this.
Think about that one. Do you have yours while I got time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually just talked about it. Siphon Filter. Siphon Filter 1, 2, 3, Omega Strain, Logan Shadow, Dark Shadow. I love them all. But my top favorite Siphon Filter game, I mean, the first one's OG. It's plain and simple. It's simple level based. People actually wanted us to play it on our channel. The only issue is, since it's an old PlayStation game, clunky ass controls. 3 came out right when they stopped making it for the PlayStation, and they started going to the PSP, which was Dark Shadow and Logan Shadow. And the storyline's weird. I'm not a big fan of the storyline for those. cool gameplay. They started implementing where you can hide behind a wall, Splinter Cell style, Metal Gear Solid style. They started peeking over the corners like this. It was cool, but honestly, I wasn't a big fan of it. And it's actually on PS Now. You can play it. But where's Omega Strain? Because Omega Strain, you actually created your own operator. And you actually get to choose certain factions, and then each faction you choose has its own challenges. And the challenges are like this. Do not kill any targets in the area. Tase them, but do not kill them, because there's a key moment when you're tasing somebody. When you're tasing them, they make sound on audio cue, and they react to it, and then all of a sudden they'll fall over. But if you hold it, it starts them on fire, and you hear dead.
Jesus.
Yeah. And then there's like CDC agents where they will shoot you, but the game penalizes if you shoot back. So you have to be sneaky, stealthy, get in, and you have to wear a disguise, find out what the virus that this government's making, and then you have to get out. And then it scores you on time, accuracy, how many shots do you use, and then everything is, you start getting rewards. Like, oh, okay, you only start the game with a shitty little 9mm pistol that really takes a lot of damage to kill somebody, or unalive, sorry. Because, you know, how dare I say that. And then you start leveling up where, okay, you get this challenge, now you get a 12 gauge. You can start the game off with a 12 gauge.
Sweet.
Or if you do this one mission, which was beat on the hardest difficulty, beat the level under a minute, which is doable. I did do it, which I don't think I'll ever be able to do again. Beat the level in under a minute, and you unlock the M16 you start off with.
Ooh.
And you get like, I think 250 or 280 rounds or something like that, 290, and you just melt all the levels. But then the funny part is once you get all these cool weapons and gadgets, the next level is pure stealth. So you get like all these cool weapons, you're like, yeah, I could.
New challenge.
Yeah, be sneaky, don't be. Yeah, you can't eliminate nobody. And you can. That's one thing I like about this game, you can fail an objective. And you can still complete the whole level by doing the last objective. You just get a score rating of like C. It goes from A to D.
Well, that's
So.
that to him because he tries to do his best. Resident Evil gets scored.
Why you gotta call me out like that?
No.
I've gotten S's
God, that's how dare you?
with the infinite rocket launcher helping me, but that's besides the point.
Oh my lord. No, but that calls it for me with like my second favorite game was Siphon Filter series. I know it's just supposed to choose one game, but like if I had to choose out of the Siphon Filter series, it's Omega Strain. As it's to me, it's one of the longest ones. Even though Siphon Filter 2 had the old school the 2 discs, where when you get to a certain point in the storyline, it's like, please swap your disc.
Does
Yeah.
the Resident Evil 2 thing?
Yeah, it is. And it would,
Where
yeah,
the second disc remembers what the first disc did.
yeah. Actually, it wasn't even that. The only thing I remembered by is your memory card.
Mhm.
Because if you didn't save, this is something PlayStation never told anybody, and I learned the hard way. If you didn't save and you just swapped it, it takes you back to the main menu and you have to play all that part over again. You didn't
Wait,
save.
you're telling me I have to save the game when I swap the disc?
Oh my god! Oh, I saw another video of him, and let's talk about your favorite game.
Before I start my second favorite game, I did think of it. But before I start my second favorite game, I learned something. He hit me
that?
with an oh my god moment, and I actually like this one. This controller, the N64 controller. On the back here is the memory card holder / rumble pack holder. It opens bottles. I'm not going to do it with this one, but I will bring an N64 controller over one day when I have a Corona or something, and I will open my bottles with
Next
this.
episode.
Stay tuned. And then y'all can go, oh my god!
I might just.
There's no way this
I
is
might
true.
just edit it where he just pops in, oh my god, and then it goes right back to us.
What?
So I love this on TikTok because, you know, everyone's doing TikToks nowadays. But did you know on the memory card when you saw like the towers, like you saw like the pillars in the like it was a black
On the PS2.
yeah
Yeah.
like black and
Oh
white.
yeah, yeah.
Apparently those are all the games that you have saved on your memory cards
No. And how long you played them?
and how long you played before.
Oh my god!
The longer they are, the more games you have, the longer they're gonna be, and more
So now I'm gonna go home, boot up my PS2 without my memory card, then put my memory card in there and see if there's a difference. And I'm gonna call you and scream, "Oh my god!"
And then hang up. That was, I mean, I will admit, that is kind of cool.
That is
Imagine
cool.
if PlayStation 5 did that, though, when you boot it up and it shows all that. Oh my god.
I know we talked about 1980s
Dead by
Gamer
Daylight has almost 1,000 hours.
last episode. He does sometimes, once in a while, put up
Yeah.
cool shit.
People once in a while actually start saying some cool shit. But all this stuff's stupid. I can put my Game Boy Color game inside a Game Boy Advance. What?
If you
Shut
don't know that,
And then he's bitching about the Nintendo Switch 2 controller.
he's been
Brother. Yeah, I think for this, I don't want to keep calling him out because I can't stand it. I want to give him
We're helping
credibility.
him.
I know we are. I just can't stand his.
Big name.
I just can't stand his Switch. I mean, everyone knows what we're talking about. The stupid
They
Switch 2
heard it.
videos are the dumbest thing ever. Just like this. Let me get my Nintendo Switch. How come Nintendo won't let me do this? How come I can't buy my physical disc? Motherfucker, it's online gaming. You registered online gaming. You can't play an online game offline, dumbass.
So,
That's like you trying to do PS Now games offline, like no Wi-Fi,
good luck.
and you trying to play it away from your console. You're not going to be able to. Freaking, you have to physically download it to your system and then figure that out on yourself and pray to whatever God you believe in that it works.
gotta download it?
Run!
Have you internet?
I think I said the video.
Oh my god!
I sent the video in the group, and he was just like, "How come I can't play my Nintendo online games, Nintendo, when I pay for it and I can't play it offline?" It says online. Oh my god! It says online.
Okay,
Go ahead.
moving on.
I'm done.
Are you-
Rant
are you
is
sure?
over.
You got it?
Rant is over. Go ahead.
Okay. My second favorite game goes back to the PS2. Tony Hawk's Underground.
Oh shit.
Second best game of all time.
I'll allow you to do this. The whole Tony Hawk series.
Not the whole Tony Hawk series
Oh,
because
he's gonna not actually.
actually Tony Hawk
Actually, I really liked it when I could do the pop to ollie.
every fucking game. No, I love the whole Tony Hawk series, but since we're doing our favorite games, Brutal Legends #1, you can't be Brutal Legend. I don't care what you do or try. You cannot do it.
Actually, Call of Duty. I did it. I poked the
It's
bear.
hard to play.
And-
It's hard to play a military shooter when you were in the military. It's hard.
I know. I know.
We find shit that doesn't make sense, and we're in the business of not making sense.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
So, but Tony Hawk's Underground, I love that this was the first game where Tony actually had a story attached to his games. Tony Hawk's 1 through 4 was all 2-minute time limits, do a bunch of goals, move on to the next level. And
Because that was the thing. That was the thing back then was time trial games.
yes, and it's a perfect formula. It's why it made 3 games great. Tony Hawk 4 added in specific missions, but it wasn't really a story. It was still randomized goals. There was no rhyme or reason to it. Still fun,
Yeah.
but that led into Tony Hawk's Underground, where you actually start off as a skater in the slums of New Jersey.
Oh my god.
Not wrong either. But
Mm.
your skater is a nobody. He's just in New Jersey. He's got a friend.
Trash.
Yeah.
It's not a phase now.
And
Oh my god.
then you get noticed by your local skate shop. You get a sponsor. He takes you to different cities like New York, Florida, freaking. Then you become an amateur skater. You get sponsors. You meet up with Bam Margera. You meet up with all these pro skaters, and then you become a pro later on. And then you get kicked out. You're not officially a pro anymore because you fucking stole a tank with your best friend. And he got drunk and blamed it all on you. But that's you got to play the game to actually go through it. It's the story of rags to riches. It's a relatable
And then
story.
back to rags and back to riches.
Yes. And if you beat the game twice, there's an alternate ending. In the first ending of the game, you have to battle your friend and beat his high score at the end and travel around New Jersey, your old stomping grounds, and prove who the better skater is. In the second ending, you don't even have to do that. You just punch him in the face in the cutscene, and then the game's over. It's hilarious.
It should have ended in the beginning.
Yeah.
That's a hot ending.
It went so much deeper than it should have. It's a game about rags to riches, back to rags, back to riches,
Betrayal.
and betrayal by your friend. Eric Sparrow can go fuck himself. He's one of the biggest villains in gaming history. And you know what? That could be next week's topic.
Oh, best
Worst villains.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
There's your spoiler. Eric Sparrow's up there. Fuck Eric Sparrow. He ruined your life. And you had to earn it back, pretty much. So, the story alone, the goals are fun. It's always fun to revisit and go back to. Completing it's amazing. It's a test of skill. I love Tony Hawk's Underground. It's a perfect game. It's literally a perfect game. It's not Brutal Legend, but it's a perfect game.
I mean, I get it. My third, I'll go. We'll do the top.
We'll do
three.
three.
We'll do
We'll do
three.
three.
So my third one is I'm waiting for Sony to bring the series back, please. I'm begging. SOCOM. The only military shooter I will get behind. SOCOM, especially naval combat and all that. Oh my god. The fact that you could like organize your team, you can actually have them specifically use different weapons of variety, and you can actually order them to go do things. And then like each mission was like feel like you're being tactical. Like if you make a sound, you have to shoot the guy before he gets to the alarm. If he does, it's immediate mission over. There's no, oh well, you can still fight your way. Mission over. You failed.
Yep.
Everyone itch
And the amount, just about,
Once you
yeah.
mess up, you mess up.
And especially SOCOM, I think it's Assault 3, was my personal favorite just because of the weapon selection. Not the stupid bullshit, this gun is called the Red Tail 54. No, this is a 5.56, or you can upgrade it and you can make it into a SOCOM 47, where it's an M4 body that takes AK mags. It's, oh my god. SOCOM, come back, please. It's been years. Daddy misses you.
Baby, come back.
I'm lost without you.
Any kind of fool.
The tie that was with third place though was Legends of Dragoon, but a lot of people really wouldn't know that game a lot because I'm not gonna lie, Legends of Dragoon flew under the radar a big time because I believe Legends of Dragoon and Final Fantasy came out at the same time and they play almost the exact same way, except if I put everyone in the room and I go, Legends of Dragoon or Final Fantasy? What's the first thing you think people are going to hear? Final Fantasy. I know what Final Fantasy is. I haven't played it, but I know it. And it's just, and you hear Legends of Dragoon, like, what game is that? Oh, that came out first before Final Fantasy. Well, actually, no, it came out first in Final Fantasy. And they didn't copy because Legends of Dragoon actually has Legends of Dragoon is a strategy game. You click a button and you can organize your attack. But before he swings, there's a quick input. It's all about timing. And you could do like a combo. Like hit square, like the one, I think it's Lance. His goes up where it's square. I still remember this. It's square, it's square, X, X, square, triangle. And he's like, Hurricane Rapport! And it's just, that stupid PlayStation 1 voiceovers. Where the guy's like, Devil Strike! Like that one. That's like your basic one you do in the beginning of the game, but it does like 85 damage. No, but like that, and also there's no health bar. I think Final Fantasy has a health bar. No, and Legends of Dragoon actually has, if you look at their name, it starts going to a different color. So it starts off green, and then it goes to yellow, then it goes to orange, and it goes to red, and once that red, it means at any point in time, they're gonna croak. And it was, to me, I liked it because you started adding new characters and you can start formulating your team. Legends of Dragoon is a game that I wanted to make a stream series on it, but it's one of those games I just love playing on my own time personally. But I have seen people, did see a speedrunner beat the game and I was disgusted.
Every time we play a game, we make it a thing after we're done with the game to watch a speed run.
That's okay. I saw a speedrun on Mario 3. Don't worry. You're gonna hate it too. It made my my butthole puckered in a way I never thought it could. I call it blown kisses.
Was it a Wisconsin blow dryer? I'm not saying what it is. You can Google that yourself. It's on Urban Dictionary. You're welcome.
Oh no. Oh no.
Thank,
It's still around.
thank you, Robert Frank, for teaching me said things.
My God.
Going to my third game. I actually said that this game was my favorite game of all time a couple weeks ago, but now that I thought about it today, Brutal Legend's still number one. Can't beat it.
Okay, you said that like 5 times
know.
already. We get it. Brutal Legends.
Play it.
Do it. Do it for Jack Black.
Blackjack even has a streaming video of him playing Brutal Legend like 15 years after the fact. It's a great game.
He was in it. It's his voice. He sings
Yep.
in it.
So my third favorite game that I actually said was my favorite game weeks ago, Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I have nothing but good things to say about this game. Fucking the voice acting, legendary actors played in this game that, like, in a time where not a lot of famous people were putting their voices on video games.
Mhm.
This was 2002.
It was rare too to get that in games.
And you got Ray Liotta playing the lead role. You got Louise Guzman playing one of the bosses. You got Frank Vincent playing one of the mob bosses. These were people that played in Goodfellas, like a couple years before this.
So why not pick them?
That's a lot of money. There's a budget to these games.
Rockstar has the money.
Of course they do.
GTA 6.
We're not talking about GTA 6.
Getting a remaster of the third game before GTA 6.
We're gonna get GTA 8 before GTA 6.
Wait, what?
I said it.
Hold on.
I
You
said it.
just like went through the future.
We skipped 7.
We skipped 6. We skipped 7. Fuck it. 8. What happened to 6 and 7? Trash.
But Vice City was the perfect game for the perfect time. The definitive edition can fuck off.
I remember you complaining about it.
It was Grand Theft Auto 5 mechanics, like the weapon wheel and the GPS on the map, put into the original game.
So those are remaster of 5.
Yes, pretty much.
Oh, Switch 2's coming out.
But
Grand Theft Auto 5 remake.
the soundtrack on the radio stations, again, it's up there with Brutal Legend.
And
as
also,
one of the best
For people who don't know,
soundtracks ever.
the soundtracks, if you ever look up a GTA like radio, they actually have that on Spotify.
Yes,
You can actually listen to GTA's radio.
yes.
It has the people talking too. It's fucking stupid. I love it.
And the 80s, it captured everything about the 80s. The cars, the buildings, the way Miami looked. It's not called Miami. It's literally called Vice City, but it's Miami.
Yeah.
And
You know,
it looked exactly like how Miami did
Doesn't
in
it
the
say in
80s.
little words Miami? Like on this, I swore
No,
I'd
they
seen that
hit it.
before.
They hit a lot of it.
Okay.
They're
I
hinting
swore.
at it. It's definitely Miami.
Yeah.
The keys are there.
I
The
used to think it
fucking-
was Miami Vice City.
The
I used to
hotels on the
think-
strip, everything.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not Miami.
I
It's
thought so.
very close though. But it's just, and if you're a story-driven person, if you don't play a lot of online games like me, I'm very story-driven. If you can suck me in, tell a story, and just immerse me into your world, I'm all for it. And Vice City was perfect. And I played that game when I was 7, which might explain a lot.
You think? Drinking a natty daddy?
Yeah,
that's after your fault.
yeah.
I mean, I did tell him it was good.
It was also, oh no, it was before that. I had my first drink, and I had a picture of it when I was 4.
Jesus Christ.
It was a shot of Paul Masson.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
The best night of sleep you ever had.
it was Italian brandy.
Oh, I know.
I was being babysat, and my babysitter's no longer with us. All right, I did the sign of the cross. I did it. I did the thing. There's a picture of me holding a glass of Paul Masson and toasting with him, and I told him I had a toothache, and next thing you know, I'm smiling in a picture.
That toothache was gone.
What you do is you rub right in the gums.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. No, it was. I
He
thought,
gave me a full shot.
You take it in.
how am I supposed to rub this on your gums? I just swallow it.
You take it.
It's spicy juice.
Frank, I love you. Rest in peace. But maybe that wasn't the best idea for a 4-year-old.
Oh
Then I
my-
enjoyed that.
Oh my
He
God.
was prepping me. He knew. He
He
knew.
was ready for you.
Wait. What's 18 minus 4? 14. He goes, 14 years from now, I know what's gonna happen to you.
Yeah, my boy.
Here, take a shot. Get yourself ready.
Get ready for all the
You
hardships.
prepped your liver for the big moments.
You got you ready for all the hardships you're about to face.
Oh, Jesus.
But my parents, and this can totally be a separate topic one day, but when it came to rated M games, my parents let me know ahead of time that it's not the real world.
Mhm.
They were kind of lying. Come on.
It depends on the game you were playing.
Drug running, prostitution,
No.
and all that shit in Vice City. That happens in life. But you don't tell a 7-year-old child.
They just think it's all fantasy.
They let me play it, not really knowing what it really was, but when they saw it, I was already exposed to it, and they know that I'm not going to carry it over to the real world.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part.
Because at one point, rated M games were rated R.
Yeah.
And then
I was watching horror movies since I was like 5 too, so
Yeah,
it
me
was
too.
like,
my first horror movie was The Thing.
yeah.
And it freaked me out.
Halloween H2O. That was my first one.
Yeah.
Halloween
I
H2O.
I think it was the John Carpenter one.
Oh, the good
Ooh,
one.
the good one.
Yeah. I was a kid. I watched my
With
uncle's
Kurt
like,
Russell.
yeah, my uncle's just like letting me sit next to him. We ordered. That's when Pizza Hut was right around the corner. There's a Pizza Hut on every strip of land you
Ooh.
can buy.
With the
And-
red cups.
Oh yeah. And legit, he went across. It was legit. Pizza Hut was across the street. We got ourselves 2 stuffed crust pizzas.
Mhm.
Back then when wings were actually pretty good for Pizza Hut, fries, everything, and sat there and watched The Thing. I had nightmares for like 2 days straight because I didn't know what the hell was happening. People getting
Oh, especially the
formed. Huh?
dog. Especially the dog.
The dog freaked me out as a kid because my uncle had the same dog. So I'd see him like in the hallway like growling, and I'm like, "Ah!" I think the one scene that stuck to me the most this very day was when the guy's head crawled away,
Oh yeah.
and it transfigured to the other guy's head and dragged him away and fed off him, and then that guy became infected.
And then doesn't that go after the dog then?
No, that the dog is what caused it. Oh no, yeah. After that, he went after the dog,
Yeah, that's why they had to start shooting the dogs.
and then that's where everyone was starting to think Kurt Russell was the actual thing, the first.
And they didn't tell you what it was. No one. There's still no answer
No.
at the end.
Aliens.
They didn't even say aliens. It just says it's
Alien.
fucking aliens, man. They're in my rectum. God damn it, Bobby. I'll tell you what, Bobby. I'm just another time. No, but yeah, the thing was like, I know we're talking about movies right now, but like, that was, I mean, another topic too. What the scariest movie we ever saw?
Oh, we got 3 weeks worth of shit.
Oh man,
Look at that.
we ready to go. Because we're not only gonna be talking about video games, we're talking about movies as well. Like this isn't just gonna be all pure about gaming.
Yeah.
'Cause I can go on about movies. There's a lot of movies I love.
Trust me, we're never gonna run out of topics. We got
Yeah.
we got horror movies.
We
We
got
got,
the-
games. We got jobs.
We got the buttermilk sauce.
Yeah. What's it?
What's with it? What's going on with that? What's a crispy doodle?
There's so many questions about butternut sausage that we can answer in like a month. Where's it going? What's it doing? Where'd it come from?
That'd be like a 5-minute episode. Oh shit, that was easy. Oh, it came from the underground.
Get it out of my face.
Ask all the questions at the end. Get out of my face. I don't want anything to do with
I
it.
love Gary Busey.
Even though that was AI too, by the way. That was AI. Oh my god.
You would totally believe it if it wasn't though.
Yeah, because it's
fucking
Gary
Gary
Busey.
Busey.
It's Gary Busey. That's what he does. He played actually good villains too.
He did.
He also got killed in Predator 2.
The best role he ever had was in Black Sheep with David Spade.
I never saw that.
Oh, you got to watch Black Sheep. So, quick thing, I'll tell Nick. So, Black Sheep, have you ever seen Tommy Boy?
Yeah.
It's literally just like Tommy Boy. It's David Spade and Chris Farley on the road traveling together. It's the same shit. But there's a part where David Spade gets separated from Chris Farley, goes off into the woods, finds a random school bus that some random crazy veteran was living in, and it's Gary Busey.
It's so the butternut sausage is real.
Pretty much. He's a fucking nut. And he almost kills David Spade.
My God.
It's literally, I don't know which one. I'm pretty sure Black Sheep came before Tommy Boy, but it's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah.
Except instead of trying to save your dad's auto shop, it's trying to make sure Chris Farley's brother, who's running for mayor of some town, actually gets elected. That's it. It's the same movie otherwise.
Oh my god. Just man gets lost in what Gary Busey.
Just as fun.
Burn that sausage.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
I'll look into
It's
it. I'll look
hilarious.
into it. Maybe it's on Amazon.
It's Chris
Prime.
Farley. You don't say no to a Chris Farley movie.
He's cool. I like Chris Farley.
Rest in peace, Chris Farley.
Yeah. All right. Well, that kind of covers today's topics. Is there anything else you wanted to do for closing, or?
I think I'm good. I think I put out all my energy on Taco Bell, and
You put all your energy on Taco Bell. Oh my God.
I'm passionate and angry about it, and I feel like they should compel me with a fucking trophy. Like, I was gonna use proper language there, but I'm so mad about it. If you're the first one to shit in your Taco Bell,
You use proper English.
yes, it's exquisite language.
Where is
Listen, Richard. One day I went and got a buttermilk sausage. Delicious.
The most educated people will use profanity.
And me, I just say, fuck it. Fuck it until you get in the bucket.
It's more colorful that way.
Yes.
Your Honor, listen, I can't say a single word without fucking. Oh, Trailer Park Boys. Oh my God. But anyways, guys, there you have it.
Good morning.
I hope
Enjoy
you-
your Monday.
Real quick, to close. This is all pre-recorded. We're not drinking this in the morning, I promise you. We pre-record all these. Yes, I know. It
But
takes
he
away
doesn't
the...
know what I do in the morning.
Hi. He can make that disappear. I'm not talking about the liquid. Like,
$20 is $20, Nick.
that's $1.99, sir. Shut the fuck up. You're overpaying for a good time. All right, you guys are awesome. Be safe out there. Drink responsibly if
And
you're a
be
drinker.
good people.
Yep. Fly eye, guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.